signatures are unique and aid in discrimination. DNA fingerprints, for instance, have a one-to-one correspondence with each individual. Coming to the family level, members belong to the same family, share significant similarities in the genetic codes. Children share the same genetic makeup as the parents. They are closely related to the grandparents and their immediate family. In essence, the genetic codes, they act as discriminative fingerprints or representations that can uniquely identify families with similar characteristics. We can use this example of genetic codes as an analogy to understand my research focus, which is on protein structure comparison. Proteins are molecules that are central to life, and hence the study is very important. Proteins need to be, they have a complex three-dimensional shape, and hence they need to be represented in a simplified form. Representations that are concise, that can capture the underlying geometry, and are discriminative enough to act as signatures. It has been established that proteins have repetitive patterns in the form of helices and sheaths. Although this is true, such repetitions account for only 50% of the entire structure. One half of the protein structure is irregular and hence unexplained. Naturally, current state-of-the-art representations which rely on these observations are inadequate. A significant portion of my thesis focuses on this problem. In the initial phase of my research, I was able to devise a method that generates accurate signatures that have shape-preserving properties, as you can see in the many diagrams. The method, unlike others, is based on a rigorous mathematical treatment of proteins and is immune to any preconceived notions. Now that we have signatures, how do you use them? Traditionally, signatures are used for comparison. And in the context of my research, to compare protein structures essentially boils down to comparing the defining signatures. Now, why is structure comparison important? Well, just like analyzing genetic codes can help in the early detection of certain hereditary diseases in families, analyzing similarities and differences between protein structures can help establish their evolutionary relationship and lead to the discovery of familiar proteins, that is, proteins that belong to a similar class. So what is so great about this? Identifying familial proteins can, a potential application of identifying familial proteins could be in the creation of proteins which could mimic the behavior of naturally occurring ones. Also, a simple example could be to identify families of proteins that are responsible for triggering brain activity, which enable us to perform seemingly simple tasks such as having conversations and the like. The impact of my research is to come up with a protein matching technique, and at the core of it, we need efficient protein signatures to have improved accuracy and increased time efficacy. Thank you.